with the mic.
And we're back on the Teradek stage at the Vitec booth at IBC 2014, and we're joined by Ryan from Rode. With our, also sitting next to Ryan is our very own Clinton Hahn. These guys have come all the way from Australia, especially to sit right there.
Yes, we have.
And then, of course, Matt Allard, our technical editor, who you all know.
I'm just making up the numbers.
Because
the couch looks weird with two people.
But we promised you all a product launch.
Yes.
And we really genuinely do have an exciting product launch from Rode.
We do. This is the global launch of the Rode Stereo Video Mic X.
Hang on, let's see it again. Guys, we can't see it. This is it.
This is the mic here. So this is a true condenser stereo microphone for on-camera use. So it's got a shoe mount. It can also be mounted on a standard stand with a 3/8 thread. It's running true condenser capsules. So this is a completely new field for us in the video mic market, where generally we would use a electric capsule. This time we've actually gone with a true condenser, which is insanely high quality, generally only found on mics that run a 48 volt phantom power, like our NT5, NT55 series mics. It's running an adapted version of the Rycote Lyre technology that we've been featuring on a lot of our mics lately. So basically it's got independent capsule level suspension. So whereas with a lot of our other products we've had the actual whole microphone being suspended, with this particular product we wanted to keep it really nice and solid so that when it's on camera you don't have to worry about bumping the mic or anything, because you've actually got capsule level suspension. It's also the first microphone that we've produced with digital switching, so it's got a really nice 3 Newton tactile feel to each switch. We've got a bunch of different filter options. So first you've got your -10 dB pad for when you're recording in loud environments. You've got a 0 dB flat setting, and you've got a +20, which is just essential for those DSLR shooters that need to reduce the preamp volume on their camera so that they reduce the noise of the camera itself and get really nice clean audio.
But to be clear, this is not just a DSLR mic. You've got some very professional features stuck on. Not saying DSLR is not professional.
Absolutely. We've actually got a separate mini XLR output on this microphone, so you can run a balanced output directly into the XLR inputs on a professional camera. You can actually run the microphone off the phantom power through these ports if you like as well, and that'll run full featured off the phantom power. You can run it off 9 volt battery as well. You'll get over 30 hours of use. And the really cool feature with this microphone is the fact that it's shipping with a couple of different windshield options. So you've got a blimp style shield with a high density foam.
For basically,
that just pops on here. It's got a nice thermoplastic ring just to make sure that it holds onto the mic nice and tight. That's made out of the same material as the Lyre mount so that it doesn't bend or snap. And it also ships with a really high quality outdoor wind furry, so that if you're shooting in these super high wind environments, you can check out an example of the microphone where we strapped it to the back of a Ferrari and took off at full speed, and you can absolutely barely hear any wind noise at all running this filter. And the cool feature with this is that we've got this high frequency shelf. It's a 6 dB shelf at 5 kilohertz. And what that does is anytime you put a bunch of material in front of a mic capsule, you're gonna have a slight amount of high frequency roll off. So what we've done is we've added a high frequency shelf, and that gives you back all of that detail that you're potentially rolling off by putting on a nice, kind of high quality wind filter like that.
Okay, so Clinton, you've shot with this.
Yeah.
You've been out and done some test shooting.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you like it?
I love it. I think the fact that the features in there, because we were talking about the high frequency compensation there.
Absolutely.
And we were actually outdoors, and obviously you can see it's mounted here on GH4, and this is basically the rig that we use for coverage. So using it in the field it's really convenient. I mean, the 3 other options that we should really talk about also is the high pass filter.
Yeah.
High pass filter. So that allows you to be able to record environments where you have like maybe subsonic frequencies or low frequency hum.
Totally.
Or any extraneous noise, traffic noise. And the option is, it's great because it's either flat, it then reduces 75 hertz and 150 hertz. That's
Absolutely.
pretty cool.
So the reason you would use each of those filters, I mean, if you're out in an extremely high wind environment, you might flick on the 75 hertz filter, or if there's a lot of things bumping the camera, you'd flick on that filter just to cut out all, as Clinton said, those really subsonic frequencies. And then if you're in an environment where you want to have really nice speech intelligibility to pick up that kind of thing, you can bump it up to the 150 hertz, and that'll just cut out a lot of the detail that you don't need in that low frequency because you're trying to pick up a vocal spoken word.
And honestly, is this as good as 2 NT5 a decent stereo microphone. Or
Absolutely.
two.
Yeah. I mean, this is
The
more
NT4
features.
capsules, right?
NT4
Yeah.
capsules.
Yep.
So yeah, if you had our NT4, this is basically the same capsules. They're acoustically matched, made in Australia at our facility in Sydney.
Okay.
The microphone's got a 10-year warranty, and everything about this microphone is just built to last.
So what would be your reasoning for running, say, this microphone? Could you run this instead of, say, an NTG2 or something like that, like traditional sort of shotgun microphone that you may be using on a camera as its top mic?
Okay, well, I would run this mic because this is essentially in stereo. So if I want to get Atmos or sound in stereo, so an NTG2, for example, will be mono. So it's a space, a single channel, and it's compact as well. So in terms of form factor, this is really nice again to have. Like I said, I mean, look at how small and compact it is. It just depends. It's horses for courses. So if you want mono recording, you go for an NTG or shotgun 1, 2, or 3. If you want stereo recording, you would go for one of these things.
Yeah. And it's all about immersive audio.
Yeah.
So this is about, anything that you're filming where you want to really get people into the environment and to be able to hear everything in stereo as it was at the time. That's where you go for a stereo mic like this. And having those super high quality capsules just make sure that everything is absolutely true to form when you record it.
Immersive audio, we should probably elaborate a bit about that as well. It's basically, hearing something that pans essentially from left to right, like you're there and you're actually seeing, for example, a car move and high speed from the right of the screen to the left of the
Exactly right.
screen.
You pick up the Doppler effect and everything.
Yeah. So.
I mean, you talk about immersive audio and all those things, but for me, I'm looking at that as a sort of news guy and thinking this is kind of the ultimate Atmos mic.
Absolutely.
There's no reason, if you're just shooting B-roll, there would be no reason to just have that on top of the camera the whole time and just whatever camera you've got, frankly.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. So what this does is it eliminates the need for an external audio recording device. You have high quality grade capsules here, NT4 capsules, right? And then you basically plug this straight in the camera.
Yeah.
But because you've got your XLRs, if you really want to take it off camera and you want to go, put it on a boom or whatever, you can do that.
You can do that, and you can actually run the 3.5 output and the XLRs at the same time. So
that's a really cool feature.
Absolutely,
I think, that's awesome.
What would the point of that be for those who don't know?
Say if you wanted to run 3.5 directly into the input on your camera, and then you wanted to actually run the XLRs out into a external recorder to get like a broadcast wave file recording that's separate from your video, or even just as a safety, or if you wanted to run, an extension off to a separate camera, if you had like a second B-roll camera or something really close, you can actually run them off the same microphone.
Yeah.
So, and especially if you're running any kind of a music venue or something like that, where you wanted to pick up any of the audio, being stereo, it's ideal for that scenario, and then you can run 2 recordings at the same time.
Well, let's show them a quick example. So essentially, if you see this mic now, it's got the XLR outputs, right, mini, going into the A box, into the camera. What I could do is still run this out of the mic output of the mic itself. Of the mic itself, and now
turn it around so people can see it.
Yep. So now I can actually. Can you see that?
This little camera here.
Yeah. So I can now take the output of that, Maddie, see, have a look, and basically go into the audio input of the Ninja Star. So you got simultaneous recording of audio now going straight from the mic into the Ninja Star, and then the XLR outputs into the
directly
camera.
into the camera.
Yeah. So there you go. That's pretty neat when you think about it.
And when's this going to start shipping, Ryan?
Yeah.
So this will begin shipping in October, and it should be in stores by the start of November.
And is there a price yet?
Yeah, so we're looking at $7.99 in the US for the retail price.
Okay, so I mean that is quite a lot of money for a Rode microphone. Is it the most expensive Rode microphone out there?
In the video mic series, certainly. This microphone is absolutely a no expense spared microphone. We've got everything from gold switchcraft connectors to our true condenser capsules. The body itself is made out of a cast aluminium to make sure that it's insanely protected against RF frequency. So this absolutely is the microphone for someone who wants absolute no compromise audio.
So I mean, and also this is you kind of making a statement saying, we can play with the big boys now. Like, you're right up there with we won't name names, but very well known European mic manufacturers, American mic manufacturers.
Sure thing. Yeah, I mean we've been the leader in the video mic category.
Anyway.
Yeah, we've been the leaders in the video mic category for almost 10 years now. With the Video Mic Pro, the Stereo Video Mic series, and now, we thought that it was time to come out with something that is just total no compromise audio. This is as good as it gets when it comes to an on-camera mic. And I mean, not even just for the camera market. You could pop this onto a mic stand and use it, for anything in music recording, for drum overheads, anything that you need a nice matched XY microphone to be able to record in stereo.
And it's made in Australia,
guys,
so it's got to be
We've got
good.
to wrap this up. Made in Australia. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sitting with 3 Australians. They're going to get that in, aren't they?
Of course.
Right, good
Proudly
day,
made in
folks.
Australia.
Get off. All right, thank you very much. Your time is up. No,
Yeah.
thank you very much. And very nice. If people want to find out more, www.roadmics.
Roadmic.com/SVMX. We've got a whole bunch of audio demos at the moment that you can check out. Our launch video has tons of different samples of the microphone in action, and you can actually hear it
Great.
as it works.
Thank you very much. We'll be right back after a very short break with some brushless gimbals.